Hi everyone, my name is Gerald Hoong and welcome to the course introduction video about course number 20483, Programming in C#. Now this is an official Microsoft curriculum, right? And this course is very popular, I would say. Based on my teaching experience, I have trained this course ample times, and I always welcome dearly, any one of you guys who intend to embark on a Visual Studio development environment, as well as going to become a Microsoft certified solutions developer. Now, if you are one of those people that I may suggest to become a .NET developer, and you intend to pick up now the world's most popular language, which is C#. Now, this course is definitely for you. Now, programming in C# is not really, to say, an easy course, but don't worry, it also won't be that difficult. Ultimately, this course is only 5 days. It will take up the full 5 days, and we only have 13 modules. Quite comfortable if you were to ask me. Now, let's run through what you're going to cover, in these 5 days. Like I mentioned earlier, we have 13 modules in 5 days. So, beginning with module 1, you're going to learn a review of the Visual C# syntax. Every Microsoft courses, definitely the first day and the module number 1 will be an introduction. So for those of you, who are existing programmers, who have already experiences with other languages, like maybe, for example, C language, or you're from the Java background, or probably you say that, hey, I don't know C language or Java, but I may be from a Visual Basic background. Now, you don't really need to worry, because this course, the day number 1, it's very comfortable to let you guys familiarize yourself, easily navigate around, on what does C# has to provide. So I can guarantee that the C# syntax is not at all that difficult. So module 1, reviewing in all your C# syntax, that will be great. Moving on to module 2, you will you will start out to learn to create all the things about methods, how to handle errors, in which .NET today we call them exceptions. So handling exceptions, as well as how to monitor the behavior of your applications. Now this course, you will learn part by part, starting from module 1, to create a simple application. Now, you will also start to develop as you move on and progress from one module to another. You will slowly enhance the application right up until the last day, day number 5, whereby you have a full-fledged running application. This course, apart from teaching you guys how to learn about C#, programming in C#, you also learn another language called XAML, X-A-M-L. No, because the course we will learn how to build actually a XAML application. This is actually what we call a WPF application. So even though we focus on learning how to write the C# language, but of course you will definitely achieve something learning how to build an application. So module 2, you learn how to create the methods, handling all the exceptions, as well as the particular behavior of the application. Module 3, you learn how to now write more serious code, especially for the graphical application. Now, like I've mentioned earlier, the graphical application in question here is referring to our WPF application, which you will learn how to build. So starting from there, you write more code in this module number 3. Now, module number 4, typically we may cover this in day number 2, is you'll learn the object-oriented programming part of C#. Now, unlike its relative, I would say, C++ language, which has a more vibrant and more technical coverage of the object-oriented programming concepts, C# can fully support 100% of object-oriented programming as well, but in a milder manner, compared to C++. So you'll learn how to create classes. What are classes, by the way, as well as you learn how to implement something called type-safe collections. So classes is a blueprint of an object. Collections, it's practically like an array of multiple objects. So I just need to stand by to help you guys understand more in this Module 4, which will then move on to Module 5, which is an extension from what you have covered in Module 4, learning how to create a class hierarchy using inheritance. So inheritance is one thing very, very important, okay, that will proceed, right, for you guys to understand further and in a more advanced manner about object-oriented programming concepts. Now moving on to Module 6 now. Now from Module 6, Module 7 and Module 8, which we will be covering soon, right? Module 6, we begin with reading and writing local data. Now when I mention Module 6, 7 and 8, these are all covering and focusing more towards data accessibility. So Module 6, you learn how to read and write local data. Now local data means they are files. So you learn the system.io namespace, how to deal with the file object as well as a directory object. Then the actual database accessibility, it's covered in Module 7. You learn how to access a database. Now, of course, in Microsoft courses, we use Microsoft SQL Server as the database. Then moving on to Module number 8. Now, Module 8, you learn how to access remote data. Now, learning about remote data is one of the key real-world experience or examples that every one of you guys will need. Because not all of the data, right, is close to you. So your data, right, or the server that you're trying to access may be in a remote location or probably a different geographical location. So you will learn about how do we access the remote data. And Module 9, so we are closing to, this is probably day number 4. In Module 9, you'll learn how to design the UI or the user interface for this so-called graphical application. Now, this is the module where you will learn slightly shift out from C#, but you will learn the XAML markup. Now, see, XAML or Extensible Application Markup Language, it's part and parcel of XML standards. So this is the new way whereby in WPF applications, you learn how to create all the controls such as buttons and text boxes, right? All by merely declaring markups. So XAML is the standard. Now moving on to Module 10 then. Now Module 10, right, okay, you're gonna continue to improve, right, your application performance as well as responsiveness. Now it is a very critical skill for every programmer or developer. In this case, not just learning how to write and create your applications, but also making sure that your application should be performing in an optimum manner. Then in Module 11, which is towards close to day number 5, you'll learn how to integrate your application with unmanaged code. Now, this might probably sound like it may be an optional module for you, because unless you are telling me that you are actually creating and writing .NET applications, right, in C#, but then yet you have got some code modules that are written in unmanaged code. Now, probably in this case, C++, maybe COBOL or Fortran, any one of those number of coding which is not really part of .NET. Now, Microsoft .NET Framework allows your applications to be able to integrate, right, with all this unmanaged code. Now, slowly we're going to descend to module number 12, whereby you learn how to create reusable types as well as assemblies. Now, this is where you need to learn how to compile your objects into DLLs or dynamic link libraries, whereby you are going to learn how to make it safe, deploy them, right, into your Windows, what we call the GAC here, Global Assembly Cache, so that multiple applications can reuse this particular object or the library. And of course, the last module, which is module 13, you learn how to perform, again, data, but in this case, protecting your data in the form of encryption as well as decryption. Now, this is the only module, the last module for the day, right, for the course, that is slightly more advanced, where you guys are going to learn how to write a lot of advanced coding on manually encrypting data before they are stored, as well as decrypting data before they are read. So there you go, all the 13 modules covered in this 5-day course, right? They're all waiting for you guys. So before you go into any of the .NET application development, please ensure that you are skillful in C#. So I'll hopefully to see you guys in my class soon. Thank you very much.